Episode 4. If you're still here and you're still like interested in my JK React series, fair. Love you. Let's this episode started with an emotional bang. Yaga being special grade and hiding everything. I love how the connotations of special grade and what's called is still like clearly misunderstood with people being like, oh well, Yuta and all of them, not Yuta, but like who are they saying? Who are they saying? Like Higuruma should be special grade or something like that. I was like, interesting. That's funny. Clearly don't know what the definitions are. It's not a class, it's just like there's a margin of what it is, and it's just you can have an army or you can destroy a certain amount of things. That's like our like power equivalent to said army. Anyway, it was more emotional. This was more of like a deeper emotional dive and more and slightly darker tone with Yaga being able to create the cursed souls and everything, and obviously Panda being locked up. I find the ramifications of Gojo being sealed so funny because they just came for everyone. Like everyone was moving mad, and everyone was like, "Man, we're gonna." The higher up said, "Now that this bitch nigga gone, we gonna make sure he stayed gone. We all of his students, we gonna murk half of them." And like the higher ups could not have been happier when Yuta said, "I'm gonna take Itadori Yuji down." They were like, one of them listens. Yeah, one of them listens. Like they could have not been happier that Yuta was gonna going to take out Yuji. Like they must have loved it. And what's called sealing Panda for execution, like Kozakura execution, was just kind of funny to me. Then the whole reveal that like Kusakabe freeing Panda because Panda's one of Yaga's sons, and what's called Yaga helped Kusakabe's younger sister. Like he reincarnated like the soul of he reincarnated the soul of Kusakabe's youngest sister's son. Wow, that was when it's like, oh, my friend's brother's ex-girlfriend's, yeah, that's what that was. That gave me a minor brain aneurysm. Anyway, I thought that was beautiful, and I like I kind of like how it shows the concept of losing your child or losing something so innocent and precious to you that it doesn't matter what form they're in, like you're still gonna love it. And like this also kind of shows you a mother's love that like no matter what you are or what kind of position you are. Like I told my mom I loved her after this. I was just like, this is like mother son stuff, or like it just like watching Makia, like yeah, that's what touches me. I'm just like, goddamn, man. Yeah. Text your mom you love her if she's still alive. If she's not R.I.P. and God rest her soul. If she wasn't a great mom, then yeah, I'm rambling. His sister being distraught and like Takeru coming out as a cursed soul was like that being enough for her. And she's like, that's my boy. I was like, I gotta hold in tears, gotta hold him in. And Yaga just willingly fighting Gakuganji and being like, this is gonna be how I die, so be it. And I just love him being like taking off the jacket and it's like you all got bold as soon as Satoru was gone. I'm just like, everyone is just wilding. Like I honestly like sometimes you kind of forget like how they all were moving, but like everyone was just moving mad as soon as it's like when the teacher leaves your teacher leaves the school and you get a substitute teacher and everyone's moving crazy. It's in class. Like it's funny as hell. And Panda seeing Yaga's dead body and like not even rushing Gakuganji is just like I understand that like you're just a tool, you're a cog, and that kind of like revolving speech and like Yuji eventually giving that speech and everything. I thought this episode was a very beautiful. That's why I also give this episode a 10 because I thought it just did a full circle with its moments and with its themes. I was just like, this is amazing. And Panda being like, but even after all of this, Panda still cried. I was just like, oh, this is so beautiful. Moving on to Yuji v Panda was funny as hell. Like them adding the little pows when like Yuji was pretending to hit him and everything was cute. Can I just say, Kirara is the definition of my man. I'm like, what's that song? It's like, I love him, da, 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 da. But it's so good. I love their relationship. I love Kirara just existing as what she is within the verse. It almost feels like One Piece because we know Bon Clay that they and Ivankov and all of them, and in Windbreaker, no, I forgot her name. Their name, I forgot their name. What's her name? In Windbreaker, the long hair, the girl with the long hair, red hair. No, I was literally thinking about her last week. Damn it! But I like that they're like getting more progressive and stuff like that, and like not even more progressive, but just allowing them to exist as normal people. Because like sometimes when you see LGBT like represented in media, it's almost like, oh, and like look at this person, they are a gay, what we would call a gay. I'm just like, they're people, they exist, they're amongst us. It's like you don't need to stigmatize them or have them like have some overarching arc where it's just like, and this is what it means to be gay. Like they're people, like they exist within the universe, they're among us, and like what's it called, and they fit within society. Like we don't need to overthink and just be like, oh, what is, no, bro, just let them exist, and Hikari, hand placement. Hikari likes a good time. That's all I'm going to say. Hikari knows what he likes. But Hikari, I see you. I see you. Is that you? Yeah. You know what you like, don't you? Yeah, the little taps that Mappa put in. Like, I just love the little chibification of JJK. It's so cute. Like, we lost a bit of that because Shibuya was so serious and like everyone was dying. But like, I always miss like why I love season 1 so much is that like I miss the little gags, I miss the little cute bits, I miss the little chibi bits that were adorable. Agent Megami pulling up in the shadow, like that shit was fun. And I'm just going to say this now because I'm also going to whine later. I think I need to. I have a video that's the deconstruction of what Megami's character represents. If you're taking season 3 as Megami's a potential man, look at all the stuff he's doing. You don't. I don't want to say you don't understand, but you're not looking full picture. If you're an anime only, well, I suppose you wouldn't really know. But for manga, like for manga readers and what's because there's manga onlys and there's manga and anime watchers. If if your whole justification of Megumi being cool after this season is because of his performance, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I'm just going to tell you need to look at the grand picture of what Megami's character represents better. That's what I'm going to tell you. My hate for Megami is very much justified, and I will continue ringing out that I cannot stand like his portrayal. I think I'll get to that later when that video is done. I'll get to it because it's one of those things that really just irks me, you know. And I love Yuji dancing, and like we always forget that Yuji's life got turned upside down. Everything that's happening is within the span of 3 months. Yuji's just a little happy-go-lucky kid that unfortunately like met two dumbasses that got him involved in a bunch of nonsense, and then he met Megami and. Yeah, well, I mean, then again, like he probably was destined for this path anyway, and this was probably the better outcome because if you never met them, the Kenjaku would have just enacted his plan and like things would have moved and yeah, and maybe like he would have turned Yuji onto his side and that would have been a significantly bigger problem. But then I guess Sukuna wouldn't have been in the equation, so I love Kirara. Kirara is very much just my man. Like she loves Hakari, and I'm just like, yes, you know, the. Every time I think about this really who's Gojo scene, I'm just like, Yuji's not helping me because I always try to argue that Yuji isn't a punch kick merchant and like that Yuji has battle IQ and Yuji is smart, and then like just him running back is like, wait, Hakari, let me tell you something. That shit plays in my mind. Like that shit is so funny. It's like who's Gojo? And then Hakari's like pours the drink, drinks it, flings it at him, starts wailing on Yuji. That shit was funny as hell.